All right. What's going on, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be looking at American Airlines, AAL. All right. Now, what I want you guys to focus on as we first look at this chart, okay, is pay attention to these blue lines right here. Okay, this blue line and this blue line. We're looking at the 1 year, 1 day chart. So each candlestick's a day, and this chart represents a year. So from February, okay, from late January, February, all the way to December, we traded in this blue box, okay, basically in between these blue lines. All right. So I just want to show you guys that before. Okay. So this is January 27th. So basically like beginning of February. And then this is December. This is end of November heading into December. Okay. Is when we finally broke this level. Okay. So we'll zoom out to the weekly chart real quick. And so now you guys kind of see more exactly what I'm talking about. So the whole year of 2021, we've mostly been trading in this level. Okay. Now below there, these are the COVID lows. Okay. Is 1063 and 825. All right. So, all of this area below $14, below 14.3 is all, all of that came from COVID. Okay. So if you look at the COVID crash right here on the weekly chart, we have a weekly gap up to fill to 27. No, yeah, to $27. AAL is currently at 18. The gaps tend to fill about 90 to 95% of the time. It's just a matter of when. If you notice, we had 2 times we came very close to filling the gap and just kissed it and then came back down. All right. So the main reason I'm making this video is because, yeah, there is a lot of Omicron fear and a lot of COVID news, and the airlines always seem to take a beating or be affected. Okay, the COVID and things like that and lockdowns is always going to be a big catalyst for airline plays. But if you're looking at some long-term investments or some long-term possible swing trades, um the airlines are just now kind of recovering from this. Okay, we had these COVID lows, and it finally recovered. Okay, but these are the prices up here above 26. All right, that's the prices before the COVID crash. All right. So, for it to make sense for us to be above those COVID levels, right? Those pre-COVID levels. I mean, don't you think that, the outlook would kind of have to be a little bit better? Like, okay, hey, well, we're not really worried about a pandemic right now. Just like before COVID happened, they weren't really worried about a pandemic. Okay. There wasn't really much pandemic fears and things like that. So, it's yeah, it's going to be hard for big money institutional investors, right? Which is about, makes up, you could say 60 to 70% of the money in the stock market, right? It's going to be hard for them to want to invest above 26 and drive the price higher up to 37 if there's still fears of a pandemic. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to pay attention to my breakout level. All right. Which is, going to be right here at the at 18.29 basically. Okay. Above there, we could go bullish again, right? On like for some short-term trades. Okay. And face resistance at 21.75. But I think if AAL, if American Airlines starts to go down, I think that accumulating some shares or maybe some call options with a year or two out and expiration date is not a bad idea. Between $14 and $8. I know that's a pretty dramatic range, but I really that's the fear level. Okay, those are the fear prices. Those are the high fear prices, right? And so one of the keys to investing in the stock market and being successful is investing and buying stuff when there's a lot of fear and when other people don't want it. Okay, if you bought at any of these COVID lows, any of these prices, you're sitting well. Okay, you're doing well. Even if you're still holding right now, even though it's down, you're still up a good amount, right? So, watch out for that. 14.3 is going to be a really key resistance level. And then 18.3 is basically a strong resistance right now. And, if we can flip that from resistance to support, then that'll be a key support level as well. All right. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully, I made some sense of American Airlines and some of the airline stocks. Okay. I have a video on United Airlines as well. If you're interested in, airlines, go ahead and check that video out. Okay. It's right here.